Hi everyone, it's Donna from Let's Play My Paper Crafts, and I'm back with part 4 of our Alice in Wonderland mini album tutorial. This is going to be page 2, front and back. So on this page I want to do like a little booklet at the front with a belly band that's magnetised at the bottom to keep it down, and on the other side I just want to do like a triangular pocket and keep it quite simple. So before we get started, I just want to give you another update or little update about the competition. Now, the rules of the competition are that you must be a subscriber and you must comment on every single video in this series. Okay, so they're all clearly labelled part 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. You also need to comment on the video where I actually tell you about the giveaway, which is the one where I show all the ephemera. So everything to do with this Alice in Wonderland mini album tutorial, to be in with a chance of winning the prizes, you must comment on every single video. Even if it's just a, you know, you pop a heart, you don't have to write anything lengthy. You must just comment on every video so I know that you've watched it, and yeah, so then that it's just fair for everybody then. Okay, so we're going to start with another one of our base pages that we've made. So these are our 6x6 pages that go in our album. So I've got some patterned paper here from my stash, and I'm just going quite neutral with these colours. This page is not incorporating any of the digital papers. There will be digital papers on the little inserts for the pockets and things like that, but for the main base and things like that there won't be. So let me just get my glue. So I'm going to get the base page down first. I think my glue has clogged a little bit, so I'll get that unclogged. There we go. So yeah, because I've noticed there are people that are only commenting that have only commented on a couple of the videos, so you must comment on all of them to be eligible. Okay, so let's stick this down. So the mats for this page, the main base mats, are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, so it just gives us that little 1/4 inch border there. Okay, my glue is really misbehaving in this heat. We're having horrendous heat here in the UK. I may have to switch to a different glue, but whoops, now I've got too much glue. So let me just clean some of this up. It's always the way, it's either not enough or too much, eh? That's fine, it dries clear anyway, which is why I love using this glue. So and I do have an adhesive eraser if I need to use it. So that's the base of that page. So what I want to do now is make the little booklet. So I've got 2 pieces of cardstock, and these are both using an A4 sheet, so you get both of these from the A4 sheet. So you need 2 pieces that are 10.5 by 4, and then you're going to score them at 1/2 inch and at 5.5, and then our pages will then be 5 by 4. So the mats for our pages will be 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and you'll need 8 of those. So I'm just going to put this together. I'm just trying to think how best way to do it really. And then have, yeah, so I think I'm going to, on one of the pieces we're going to have the 1 inch or 1/2 inch score line on the right hand side. So I'm just going to get my score tape, and I'm just going to pop a couple of strips there. So we don't want it on the score line, we want it just the other side of the score line. So because I've only got 1/4 inch tape, I have to just slightly overlap. Okay, and then this is going to get stuck to this side. So just line that up as best you can. And then this little flap here will be what sticks down. So if that's stuck down there, and that will open like so. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of in fact, what I'm going to do is I am going to cover all these pieces. So I've got my pieces here, and I'm just going to alternate the patterns, and then I'm just going to get them stuck in. I've inked everything already. So again, this is just paper from my stash. I've just gone through all the vintage style papers that I had in my stash. And then because they're going to be really useful, because I didn't want any Echo Park have got a beautiful Alice in Wonderland paper line that lends itself really well to do mini albums, but it's very, very bright, very colourful, and not that I'm against anything bright and colourful at all. It's just that I would, for this album, I wanted to create a more vintage look, which is why I've used the craft card and the coffee ink by Ranger to do all my inking up. So on these little mats, you could have use them as journaling mats, you could use them as photo mats, you could stick some tags on, or some other embellishments. And then I'm just going to flip that over like that. So we want to start with this one. So say you need 8 pieces of your paper. I really hope you are enjoying this tutorial, guys. I'm always very wary when I do a series of something, and I don't want you to get bored halfway through, and that's, you know, that's always a big concern of mine. So all the content that goes on this channel is for you guys anyway, so if there's anything that you don't like, or, you know, just let me know, because obviously I wouldn't have my channel if it wasn't for you guys. And yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I would love any feedback that you have. You know, don't ever worry about saying anything that's negative. If it helps to make my channel better, I mean, I don't mean, you know, be downright nasty, I just mean, you know, you can say things and it won't offend me, because I just want my channel to be the best channel it can be. Okay, so this is our little accordion type fold, and this is what's going to stick on here. And then I've got a belly band that I'm going to attach with a magnet down there. Okay, So I'm going to attach this first, because I want to make sure I can get it as straight as possible, because you know it's going in like the centre of the page, so I don't want it to look odd. Okay. And try and use my grid to sort of get things nice and straight. I'm not going to press really hard on that yet, I just want to, yeah, looks good. So then that opens up like that, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to find something to put under there to hide that from there. Okay, so the belly band, it measures 2 by 6 1/4, and it's scored at 1/2 inch at the top. Okay, so this is going to be stuck down, and this is going to get stuck down to our page, and I should have put the magnet on before. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can get under there just to slip a magnet in somewhere. This is terrible, isn't it? What am I like? Right, I may be able to slip a small magnet in there. So let's hope. Okay, so before you stick that paper down, we're going to pop magnets in. Alright, so let's see if I've got tiny ones. Yes, I do have some really small ones, so hopefully they'll be okay. So I'll take one, and then one for the, oops. Okay. Now let's hope we get this okay. So, I mean, full disclosure, these things, you know, don't always go according to plan. So you just have to try and make the best of what you've got, really. So I just need to make sure that yes, that's the right way. So I'm just going to take this backer off and try and slip it back underneath that page. Okay, so let's get my and let's try and push that underneath. There we go. You'd never know. Perfect. Now I'll just have to make sure that even though this is central, the magnet may not be, which is fine because I'm going to cover the back and the front anyway. So let's get another bit of score tape. And put it on this magnet. And we'll try and get this lined up as centered as I can. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to cut my pieces. I need two pieces that are 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I'm just going to cut those out and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my pieces cut and I've actually put the back piece on, and I'm just going to stick down the belly band. Okay, that magnet doesn't seem to be working very well, which is a little bit annoying. Let me see. It's not strong enough with just the one. So I don't mind having that showing, actually, to be fair. What I do want to do is just pop a little bit of glue on. And get that to stick down. And I'm just going to put this piece on top of the belly band. Yep, so that's that page done. We're obviously going to add and embellish when we've sort of finished everything. So although it looks quite simple and plain now, that's why I wanted to really go to town with the embellishments and make a lot of the embellishments. So yeah, it will look really quite good, I hope, when it's finished. Okay, so the next page. So what I'm going to do on this page is very, very simple, and I'm just going to add our piece there, and then I'm going to create a triangular pocket, and that's it. That's all we're going to do on this page. So I think what I might do is attach the pocket now, and I'm just going to use really thin line of our glitter glue. Now the reason I'm not using score tape here is because although score tape is great and it holds really well, it never really dries. So whatever you stick in your pocket, it may sort of catch. So let's get the edge stuck down there, and we're going to have to let this dry obviously before we can put anything in it. So this actual mat itself here, the main base, as I said before, is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Now the triangular pocket pieces, all I did was cut a piece of pattern paper at 5.5 by 5.5 and then cut it diagonally, and that's all it is. It's just cut diagonally, and then you've got a nice little open pocket there. So again, I'm just going to do a thin layer of glue and then just get this attached in the right place. And so after this dries, you'll have quite a nice little pocket here. So then all we need to do is just attach that onto our back page. And let's make sure we're the right way round. Yes, we are. Let's just open this flap up here so we can just get it nice and stuck down. Then we could always add some little embellishments there. I've also got some you know, tags that I put together and little booklets, and these have got the digital paper on the back as like little journaling cards. So bearing in mind this isn't properly dry yet, so you know, you could stick little things like that in, you know, and have journaling cards. Or as I say, I've made a notebook. You could, this might be a bit too thick actually for this pocket because it's not quite dry yet, but you know, you could put in a little notebook, anything really. So I just wanted to have that sort of large pocket option, and I'm actually debating, I've got some really nice lace trims, and I'm actually debating whether to add some on. So yeah, I'll ask you guys what you think, if you think I should add some on, because it would only go sort of like from there to there and from there to there, because it wouldn't go all the way down, so it would just go there to there and then that little section there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, whether I should do that, because I'm not too sure, to be honest. Maybe a thinner one, I'm not too sure. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and then obviously when it comes to the decorating, I can take all your comments on board then and do that. So yeah, so this was our very simple second page, sorry, and we have like a little accordion flip out there with a magnetised belly band, and then our large triangular pocket at the back. So thank you so much guys for continuing to watch these tutorials. I really hope you like them. Any comments, any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. You can do that, or you can email me. I do have an email address that I always link in my videos in the description bar below. I will also leave the link again to Vectoria Designs, where I got all my digital printables. And yeah, so please remember the rules of the giveaway. I don't want, you know, to sort of be a bit of a tyrant on this, but it has to be that it's fair for everybody. So every video in this series will need a comment for you to be eligible to win the prize. So thank you again so much guys, and I'll be back with page 3 very soon. Take care guys, bye for now.